So it was time for me to record a new video, and I decided that I would do a director's cut of a video I recently recorded for the college, and it's a video of cows. Yes, it's a video of cows, but that's fine. We're gonna have a conversation about a cow video. No, I really like the video. There's a couple aspects of it that I'm really fond of, so I thought it would be fun to kind of talk about it. But instead of just jumping into it, I'm gonna let you see the video so you don't have to hear me pausing it and talking over it, and then we'll come back to it. And when I come back to it, I will actually talk about the video itself. So please enjoy. Oh, yeah, so that video's shorter than I remember. So let's get started. So I really like this opening shot. Yeah, I keep it quiet until the very end of the shot. And it's one of those things where I like comedy where sometimes the joke lasts longer than it should. And specifically the idea that you're a little uncomfortable by the end of it and you don't know when it's going to end or what's going to happen next. So that's sort of what I used here, to be perfectly honest. I don't really know why I made that choice, but I did. And something about it I find amusing. So I just waited way too long before I did anything other than this shot. So the music kicks on here. And then this is also the same iPhone. This is an iPhone shot in 4K. This is the iPhone just turned around the other direction. And I kind of spend too much time here too, if you really want to know about it. The truth of the matter. So there's a cameo of me right there on the right-hand side. And the music here is all AI generated, and I love musicians. I'm a musician. I know that's kind of controversial, but for little couple of minute videos like this, I was able to get exactly what I needed with a really quick turnaround time. Not really a great excuse for not using other creatives, but I'm kind of a one-man shop, so this is what we got. So this shot's great. It's actually one of my favorite shots and that I've ever done for one of our videos. And it was 100% one of our faculty members' ideas. Jacob, shout out for the great idea. So he told me that the cows kind of jump off the trailer. And I was like, okay, that would be kind of a cool thing. And he was like, if you could figure out a way to put a camera up underneath the trailer, he said that would be a really cool shot. So I figured out a way to magnetize camera to the bottom of the trailer. And I did so. And on the left, as they start jumping off, you can actually see where one of them, I think, kicks the bumper of the trailer and comes so close to kicking the camera, but doesn't. But it's kind of fun. It actually happens right here pretty quickly, right there. And you can see it over here on the right hand side. So then we swap back to a wide shot, and this is just that iPhone shot again in 4K. And I just wanted to have another shot of them from a distance all running out. There's about 10 of them. So then after this, we switch to these still shots. And the reason we switched to the still shots is the recording, someone else was recording. I think they recorded at like 30 frames per second and 720p. And everything I recorded was at 60 frames or higher. So for some reason, my iPhone was set to 120. I misclicked and it's fine. You can reduce it. But I did shoot everything in 4K. So trying to throw that 720p video, which is like a quarter of 4K. It's actually less than a quarter of 4K. I guess technically 1080p is a quarter of 4K. Anyway, doesn't matter. So trying to throw that in, it just looked grainy and it didn't really work. So I instead I did stills. It's not ideal, but it gets the job done. And the transition I used, it has this little jump in it that I don't like. There's our farm truck that's donated by Mark Martin Automotive, and these cows are great. They're Brangus from Chimney Rock Cattle Company. I act like I know what I'm talking about. I absolutely don't. So in this shot, they just wanted to be as far away from us as possible. This was about as close as they got to us after getting out of the trailer. So it's another one of those things where I spent way too much time on a shot, but I found it amusing. I had to figure out how to end it, right? So I spent so much time on the truck showing up, right, that I had to figure out what to do. I mean, the truck has to leave. Like if you're telling a story, right? The truck shows up, the truck leaves. I have to find a way to tell that story. And I didn't have all the shots that I wanted. Like in an ideal world, I would have had like a drone shot so you could have seen the cattle again, and I would have had the front end shot, and I would have had like 4 shots of them moving around. And at that point, I wouldn't have had to have a video of the truck leaving. And this was completely an accident. Like I just set this iPhone on a tripod and let it go. So about right here in this shot, what you're actually seeing is the original video, and then laid on top of it, the truck is masked off and it's setting on top. And in between it, here in a second, the little logos will show up for the logo reveal. So about right here, the logos appear behind the trailer. And it's between the trailer and the other clip, right? So what that allows is as the trailer goes by, and you can see it right here, it starts to reveal the logos. Now, technically, if you really pay attention to it, the trailer is a rectangle mask. And then I added this little triangle section so that you could see that partial reveal. Something in my head, I spent way too much time on it, but something in my head really wanted you to be able to see that the trailer was revealing and that bar wasn't. I don't know. It was just something in my brain that I wanted to work a certain way. So anyway, you should be able to see the Chimney Rock logo behind the trailer right now, but I didn't do it that way. I wanted the edge of the trailer to reveal. So that's what I ended up doing. And you can really see what that looks like with the Chimney Rock logo as we go past. You can see it's up underneath, and it's just kind of a cool look. There's a cameo of me on the left again. And I probably spent too much time here as well. But you know, it's just, I don't know. I spent just a touch too much time on every scene or every shot. And I kind of liked it. It ended up timing out well. The music kind of hit-ish where I needed it to. But overall, you know, I didn't mind the fact that I spent too much time on a couple of shots here and there. Overall, it didn't bother me. And then that initial one, of course, was completely intentional. But yeah, so the next video I'm going to do is going to be a director's commentary of the director's commentary of the cattle video. I'm not going to do that. But I do think I'm going to do some more of these. You know, I keep thinking to myself, I need to record a new video, and I think, oh, I don't really have anything going on. But at the same time, I had this going on. This was last week or the week before, And I've had a couple of other things I've made for other stuff that I really could have talked about. And I thought a director's commentary, it's something I used to love when I had DVDs. I would watch the director's commentary. My friends and parents thought I was a crazy person, but I learned a lot about making sounds and making videos and why people make storytelling decisions. So I thought I would do my own, even if it is just a simple cow video. So I hope you enjoyed. Maybe I'll do some more of these coming up soon.